Well, it's the bread and butter of standards organizations, right? Basically, what they do is they get a large number of subject matter experts into a large number of committees, some of the smartest people in the world who know the most about their subject, and they create standards that everyone can use, right? And essentially, this IP is incredibly valuable and incredibly unique to these organizations, but it's under threat. And it's under threat largely from two sources. The first is internal, right? As these documents have evolved over time, they've become larger, more bloated, they're translated into multiple formats, they're often difficult to edit, and as a consequence, you often don't have one version. You don't have a single source of truth. You can sometimes have 5 conflicting documents, and it's not clear which is the actual intellectual property of the standards body, like the core document. The second threat is evolving with time, right? And it's one we're all aware of. It's like web scraping, people copy and pasting, putting things into AI models and a variety of other things, which means that standards bodies might not be getting any remuneration for the work that their subject matter experts are doing. But I think that there are broadly 2 answers to solving these challenges, right? So the first is we need, as standards development organizations, as people in the industry, to establish documents that are automatically linked to one version, right? Or at least a set of relevant versions dependent on the jurisdiction that you're in, so that everything's traceable, there's audit trails of changes, and everything comes together in one place. Because then we're all sure, right, what the industry should be looking at. The second thing we need to do is we need to realign the incentives of the people that are threatening the IP, the web scrapers, the copy pasters. We need to make that costly to them, because the reality is it's very, very hard to stop that. Once something's on a screen, you can take a picture of it, you can copy and paste it. That's just an inevitable, immutable fact of all digital media. What we can change is if we create regulatory feeds where when they have that single source of truth, when it changes, it updates in systems downstream, then suddenly it's costly to copy and paste, right? Because you're not getting that live, up-to-date change process that tells you everything that needs to be updated in your documents. So under the status quo, they're just copy and pasting freely. Now, if they do that, they might be out of date, they might be non-compliant, it creates a business risk. And that's what we need to do to protect the intellectual property of standards development organizations.